Hawthorn received Carl Amon as an unrestricted free agent. In return, Port Adelaide received a second-round pick and pick 27. Collingwood received Bobby Hill and pick 40. In return, GWS received pick 43 and a future second-round pick. The Tigers received Tim Taranto. In return, GWS received pick 12 and pick 19. The Eagles signed Jaden Hunt as an unrestricted free agent. The Demons in return received pick 52 and a second rounder. The Blues received Blake Acres from Fremantle. In return, the Dockers received a future third-round pick. Collingwood received Dan McStay. In return, the Lions received a second rounder and pick 35. Liam Jones returns back to the Bulldogs. In return, Carlton receives a third rounder and pick 49. St Kilda signs Zane Cordy as an unrestricted free agent. In return, the Bulldogs receive nothing. North Melbourne receives Griffin Logue and Darcy Tucker, and the Dockers future third-round pick. In return, Fremantle receives a future second-round pick, future third-round pick, and the Kangaroos future fourth-round pick. The Suns receive Ben Long and the Saints future fourth-round pick. In return, the Saints receive pick 32. The Suns also received Tom Berry, pick 46, and the Lions future second-round pick. In return, the Lions received pick 25, 36, and 56. The Dockers received Josh Corbett. In return, the Gold Coast Suns received Fremantle's fourth-round pick. Geelong received Tanner Bruhn. In return, the Giants received pick 18. The Giants received Toby Bedford. In return, Melbourne received pick 44. The Dockers received Luke Jackson, pick 44 and 67. In return, Melbourne receives pick 13, the Dockers' future first-round pick, and the Dockers' future second-round pick. Essendon receives Will Setterfield and pick 68. In return, Carlton receives the Bombers' future fourth-round pick. Adelaide receives Isaac Rankin, pick 46, and the Dockers' future fourth-round pick. In return, Gold Coast receives pick 5, the Crows' future third-round pick, and the Crows' future fourth-round pick. Port Adelaide received Jason Horne-Francis, Junior Rioli, the Magpies' future second-round pick, and the Dockers' future third-round pick. In return for Jason Horne-Francis, North Melbourne gets pick 2, 3, 40, and 43, and the Powers' future first-round pick. GWS receives pick 1, 53, and 57. In return for Junior Rioli, West Coast receives pick 8, 12, the Powers' future second-round pick, and the Powers' future third-round pick. Brisbane receives Jack Gunston. In return, Hawthorn receives pick 48 and the Lions' future fourth-round pick. Melbourne received Brodie Grundy. In return, Collingwood received pick 27. Geelong received Jack Bowes and pick 7. In return, Gold Coast received the Cats' future third-round pick. The Magpies received Billy Frampton. In return, the Crows received the Magpies' future third-round pick. Richmond received Jacob Hopper, pick 53 and 63. In return, the Giants received pick 31 and the Tigers' future first-round pick. Sydney received Aaron Francis and pick 42. In return, Essendon received pick 37 and the Swans' future fourth-round pick. Essendon received Sam Wiedemann, pick 57 and 72. In return, Melbourne received pick 37. The Demons received Josh Shackey. In return, the Bulldogs received the Demons' future fourth-round pick. Melbourne received Lockie Hunter. In return, the Bulldogs received the Demons' future third-round pick. In a three-way trade, Collingwood receives Tom Mitchell and pick 25. Geelong receives Ollie Henry and Hawthorn receives Cooper Stevens and pick 41 and pick 50. Brisbane receives Josh Dunkley, the Bulldogs' future third-round pick and the Demons' future fourth-round pick. In return, the Western Bulldogs receive pick 21, a future first-round pick and a future second-round pick. The Western Bulldogs receive Rory Lobb. In return, the Dockers receive pick 30 and a future second-round pick. Fremantle receives Jaeger O'Meara and Hawthorn receives Lloyd Meek and a future second-round pick.